Get ready. It's time. Christina, Catherine, Lisa, Amy, Lauren, and Danny. Welcome to the Cimorelli podcast.
Hey! Hello, welcome back to the Cimorelli podcast. You are listening to / watching episode 10, which is called Galaxy, which is the 10th song.
Go Galaxy.
It's the 10th. It's the 10th. It's the 10th song on our album Sad Girls Club. If you haven't listened to it, go listen to it.
Speaking of our album Sad Girls Club, wow, what a cool shirt, Christina.
Yeah, I have this really cool shirt on.
Shocked.
I have a really cool shirt. It says "Rise and Carry On," which is one of the songs on Sad Girls Club.
That's not a song on Sad Girls Club.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's from one of the songs.
There you go.
I left out one word, which is from one of the songs. And if you want to get it, you can get it.
Love it. CimorelliMusic.com/store.
Yeah, go get a cool shirt. It inspires me. So, this is called Galaxy. It's a song that this young lad named Danny wrote.
Did she?
So we're going to play a little bit of that first, and then we're going to jump into this episode.
this
So
song makes
hit
me
it,
feel.
Gladys.
So don't wait up for me, baby. You don't have to wait forever. I'm yours, I know that I'm crazy, but you know there's no one better. Baby, I adore you like the sea loves the sea. 'Cause compared to everyone before you, they're just stars, but you're the galaxy.
I just want to say, I drove home the other day and I listened to that song 4 or 5 times in a row.
Did you cry?
No, but I almost did.
What a moment.
That's basically my life. Almost crying, but not quite.
So the theme of this episode, in basically Danny's own words, it's about Galaxy the song, which is about love.
Delusion.
Just kidding. It's not love. It's delusion.
Delusions of grandeur.
She said this, not me. She said delusion. And basically, when you're living in another world
you're an
because
idiot.
you're obsessed, you're not an idiot.
I
You're
was.
just, no, you weren't. You're just obsessed with someone and you're idealizing
Hopelessly.
You're idealizing the whole situation. Basically, you're taking like this gray picture and you're like, it's so colorful. And it's like, no,
it
it's
really
not.
is not.
Sorry.
I just want to say, Lauren just reminded me of this. So I was singing this song when I was listening to it in the car the other day. And obviously I wrote this song about someone with blue eyes because I say, blue, the color of your eyes and all I see. And I was singing it. And yesterday I was thinking about someone else when I was listening to it. And this person has green eyes. So I made a remix and it goes, green, the color of your eyes and all I see. When I look at someone's grass, I think of you. That's it. I love that remix.
All right, so we're going to jump into our highs and lows as of late.
Neediest to greediest.
So who wants to start? I'll start. Okay, so my high is that
Tops to bottoms.
I purchased these leggings
Wow.
that you can see a little bit ago, and they were a little bit expensive, and I've worn them basically every day. Don't worry, I wash them, but I wore them like every freaking day of the year. Not really, okay, but I wore them a lot, and I'm really glad that my money was well spent. My low, so yeah, I'm very happy with that. My low was that I didn't have any eggs one day, and then I didn't know what to eat for breakfast.
How is that a low?
I don't know why I think of my breakfast for all my lows. Because, okay, do you want me to tell you my deepest, darkest emotional low of the week? No. I'll tell you another time.
Some people do.
Well, everyone's bringing that, so I don't want to add to it.
Y'all are going there. All right, the second born, me, Catherine.
You're the third born,
My high.
by the way. You have two older siblings.
No, in this sibling table, I'm the sibling.
Okay.
Round table.
The
Knights of the round table.
Okay.
Okay, my high was that I had the best burger I've ever
my
had. And I
gosh.
love, my favorite meal of all time is a burger.
Me too.
Let me just tell you, this burger
too.
had crispy onions and bacon, and the fries had truffle oil. It was decadent, to say the least. My low was that I really wanted to buy, I know, Christina. She's like, move along. My low was that I really wanted to buy a pair of Uggs. And then I laid out my budget for this month, and I did not
You said envy and
have the
sis.
budget.
I looked at the Ugg site and I was like, where did all the regular Uggs go? They don't make them
and you
anymore.
couldn't find them.
They're all gone. I clicked classic boots.
Yeah,
None of the classic
them are
ones were there.
classic,
I was flipping out.
Weird. So that was your low.
Well, I'll go
Okay,
with
so what was your high?
my high was couple days ago, I went back to the gym for the first time in a while, and I had the best workout because I was actually able to like eat enough and get enough water before I went, which I usually don't, and I was like, wow, killing it.
Good for you.
Let's just go with that stupid UGG thing as a low, actually, because I can't think of one.
Come on, Ugg.
All right.
Where are those classic styles?
So my okay.
Your high?
My high was that this week I started a weekly to-do list of things that I need to do. Like I was trying to revamp my life.
Good.
So it has good things like talk to people, read, paint. Go on an adventure, which I didn't do, which is the low. The low is that I didn't go on an adventure because I planned one with Danny and we were both
and then
too
I was
tired.
Too tired.
But
Lame.
we'll avenge it for next
We'll do
next
it.
week.
We'll do it.
Yeah. We need to do two now.
You young people?
My high was I went to hang out with my friends and we got cheese curds.
Oh, I was there.
Well, really, I just ate
Wait,
them. Yeah,
what are they? Just regular plain
Fried cheese
they're
curds.
fried, so it's like
They're
it's like
fried. It's
a
like mozzarella
ball.
sticks.
Shout out to
Yeah,
Wisconsin.
of like a cheese stick. And then my low was that I also got a root beer float at that time, and it wasn't good.
Oh, that's rough.
All right,
It was
guys.
a low.
I have an interesting high. So I had a breakdown, but like an angry breakdown and like a self-respect breakdown on Saturday.
Ooh.
And honestly, it was a high. Like, I'm not going to lie.
always
It
do
felt
these
really
combos.
good. I went on like a 30-minute drive to this thing with my friends, and the whole drive,
Yeah.
I was screaming angry music and like hitting things. So it was really, like, I never do that. So, well, not never, but I do it like once a month. So it was great. It was a fun time. And my low was on the car ride here when I literally almost peed my pants. Like, I had to pee so bad.
Oh my gosh. She's
And
never
then
done
I tried
that
to sprint
before.
into the house when I got here, and Lauren was like, I need you to carry this. And it took me even longer, so.
Did she know you had to go to the bathroom?
Yes!
I forgot.
She forgot, though. It's okay.
I didn't remember.
I made it. I didn't pee my pants. Don't worry. Never
What
done
a
that
lie.
before.
What a lie.
Okay, so I think we have
Moving on.
I believe we have a fan question. A spicy, spicy morsel.
All right.
I hate that.
This one's more reflective, not really spicy. Okay. So, what is your advice for people that struggle with low self-esteem? I got low self-esteem.
I can give like the
I think of that
logic
song.
perspective if anyone wants to give like the emotion perspective or whatever.
yeah.
Because again, for me, I always just have to explain it to myself. First, you have to identify it, okay? Like what really is your low self-esteem? Like you can't just be like, "Oh, I hate myself." That's not really helpful. Okay, so go. It's weird, but like go specific. Like first, just unleash all your darkness. You're like, oh, I hate my legs. I'm a failure. I'm ugly. I'm stupid. Like, go specific into specific things that you, like, hate about yourself and write them down, right? So you have it in front of you. And first, you have to get all the emotions out, okay? So start there. Once you're a bit more calm, then you can look at this list and be like, okay, is this real? Like, am I really the stupidest person that ever lived? Probably not. Like, are my legs or whatever thing on your body or all your body, whatever it is that you hate about your looks, like, is this really something that is just so horrible and, like, if anyone saw you, they would just shun you forever. I don't know. Is it really that horrible? And like all the stuff about yourself, like just try to look at it logically and explain. Think of a reason like, okay, why is this not actually that big of a deal? Why am I like telling yourself why you will still keep living even though you supposedly possess these horrible traits? And just kind of explain it to yourself. That always makes me feel better. And then you can make a list of ways to better accept those things and end it with like positive affirmations like I am beautiful. If you're calling yourself ugly, you got to say like I am beautiful, I am smart, I am kind, I am loving, I am lovable, and cancel out all the stuff that you started with. But you have to start in that dark place so you can get it out first and then you can deal with it.
I have a couple things. So I don't really,
You always do that.
I don't really care about logic. No offense, Lisa, because I know it's like your
Forte.
entire
Savior,
life.
same.
But I just was not born with a very logical brain. So, I mean, I'm straightforward and I'm honest with myself, but I'm just not, like, just because something's true doesn't mean I care about it. So, it wasn't supposed to be a roast. It's just a fact. So,
That's funny. It's funny.
exactly. But they responded like it was a roast. It was, oh,
You roasted
I
logic,
roasted logic.
not the rapper. Okay, keep going.
Anyway, so sometimes you just have to look at your feelings and how you see something and be like, all right, this is how I feel. You have to really accept it because a lot of times people like ignore it and they're like, no, I don't think that. Like, what? Especially when people ask you. I always end up holding the ginger shot and like using it as a thing. But anyway, a lot of people, like, I know this one girl and she just seemed really insecure about herself. And one time I went to the gym with her or something and I could just feel her like so insecure the whole time. And like I could tell she really wanted to be skinny and I'm like very naturally skinny, but she's like even skinnier than me. And so I was with her and like I could see her like comparing herself to me and I talked about it kind of to her and she's like, no, like I don't have a problem. Like it's fine, whatever. And I just really, really wanted her. I didn't want her to like live in her pain, but I just wanted her to accept it. Like, okay, I have this problem. I think this way. And then I just keep thinking of her, so I'm just going to keep going with this thing. I really wished that she had like a group of people kind of like me, because I would do this for her if she actually let me and stopped rejecting my,
Advances. I was going to say that.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
Her friendship advances.
I wanted her, like, if I could just take her life and, like, put it into exactly, like, what I think would make her happy, like, I would surround her, like, if I was, like, the puppeteer of her life, I would surround her with people who told her that she was the way that she really was, because I saw her as this beautiful, fit, not that even being skinny is the ideal of like what's perfect, but for her, I mean, she wanted to be that way and she already was that way. And I was like, how do you even like look at yourself and think of any flaws? Like she's so physically like.
That's the thing. If you wrote down all your flaws you see in yourself and showed them to someone else, everyone else, not one person on this earth would read your horrible list and be like, yep, it's true.
Every single
no one
one
would do
is
that.
true.
Everyone's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, there's so many things that people see in themselves that they turn into this negative thing when they're either A, it doesn't exist, or B, it's not even negative in the first place. So I don't even know. This is such a complex subject. What was the original question again?
It was, how do you deal with low self-esteem?
Okay, yeah, low self-esteem. So obviously that happens in a myriad of ways, whether it's physical appearance or like your personality or whatever. But when it comes to anything, like you are the way that you are. Like physically, in terms of like losing weight and gaining weight and stuff, obviously that fluctuates and that changes. And there's so many body types. There's so many different ways you can be. And I just like to think like if you're healthy, like if you work out occasionally, if you don't exactly eat crap all the time, like that's my vision of healthy. But I'm serious, like that's not like, the healthiest you could be, but that's like, not every person is capable.
You're not like about to die.
Yeah, not every person is capable of working out every single day and never eating any crap. So like, anyway, what I'm saying is you have this way that you are, physically and mentally. So I would surround yourself with people who see you the way that you want to be seen, which is probably the way that you already are, which is beautiful and confident and happy. Like so many people, there's billions of people in the world. So many people will see you as this way that you want to be seen. You just have to find them and actually let them be nice to you. Because so many times you try to compliment someone, like, oh no, I'm not like that, I'm not like that.
But actually, it's not even seeing you the way you want to be seen. It's seeing the good in you that you wouldn't even think is there. Like I want to be seen as loud and outgoing and confident, blah, blah. But they see you, they're like, you're so like smart and like other things that you don't even see. And it's like, like if you actually accepted that,
in the beautiful way that you are.
You need to get to a group of people. You need to get your
that
life
appreciate
is like
you.
surrounded by people who aren't talking trash to you all day, basically.
I have a story to share of my own life. When I was 15, I had very low self-esteem. I also had a group of friends that were very critical, so it kind of makes sense.
Coincidence?
But I don't even know where I thought of this. It just popped. I don't know if someone told me something, but one day when I was 15, I wrote down a list of 20 things that I liked about myself, and I stuck it under my pajama pants in my closet. And I would just like, because I was so embarrassed about it, I would just like pull it out, look at it. The only thing I can remember is that it said I was good at backstroke. But that was the spark that started a fire. And it's just like, when you think about it, okay, you have all these weird, rigid guidelines in your mind of what you would be if you were perfect, but you're not. You're this horrible person. But the thing is, human beings are actually subjective, not objective. You are not, like, it's not as rigid as you think. Like, one person can be liked or disliked by like 5 different people. 3 people could be like, oh, that person is like so annoying. they're way too loud, they're obnoxious, and then 2 other people could say that person is vibrant and energetic and
I
full
love
of
how loud they
passion.
are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
I love
you
that.
can choose to look at your characteristics and you can call them flaws or you can call them strengths. That's your choice of how you look at yourself. So you just have to embrace the way that you are and start to think of yourself as what are the things you do like. Everyone's always going to have things about themselves that they don't like. And if you just focus on those all day, you're going to make yourself miserable. But you can make a list of 20 things and stick it in your closet and just
Under
focus
your
on those
pajama
things.
pants.
Yeah.
Then that'll make a difference.
No.
I have one that I did, and then I'm sure you have one after me because
I
you
have
start
a lot.
talking. Really quick. I was like waiting for permission basically, so I like didn't like certain things about me, and then if like a boy told me he liked that about me, or my parents told me they liked something, then I was like, oh, it's okay to like. And after that happened enough times, I was like, wait, I'm a person too, so why don't I just tell myself I like that about me? And then I started just telling myself, this is cool, this is a good thing, and I started just actually taking my own opinion seriously, which sounds like why am I allowed to do that for myself? Because you are. There's no rules. Make your own rules. So
Amen.
that's what I do.
So, sometimes we come into this world and we are slightly the antithesis of what society would say is cool. This one.
That means that, like the opposite
Yes.
people.
Yes.
Can I just say I always thought it was antithesis, but let's
Antithesis. So,
continue.
like, sometimes, you're short. Little, not like
Being
normal.
short is not
and you want to be
cool.
like, no, but like you're birthed into like a forest of redwood trees and you're a potted plant. Or like you want to be mysterious and quiet. Well, you're not quiet, but mysterious and quiet or cool or whatever other people are.
Just kidding.
Well, there's a lot
I'm
of
kidding. Keep going.
defining characteristics that a lot of people have that are different, okay? But like for me, I have a very distinct personality and
Amen.
way that I am, and I literally wanted to be the antithesis of everything that I was. I did not want anything that I had. I was like, no, I want to be tall and quiet and mysterious, and then maybe people will
So
like
what the
me.
heck did you do?
I turned into this weird like thing, and I was like, I was looking to everyone else to see what was valuable.
And you liked all these boys that liked that other kind of
Yeah.
person, and it made you think even
SMA.
more, I'm wrong. So what'd you do?
Well, what I did was, I don't even know how this exactly happened. I know a lot of it was Lauren. Lauren's my life coach in a lot of ways. Lisa, I remember saying some good things too, but like I realized
Yelling
one
some-
day that
I
like
always yell at Amy, but like nice things.
He's like, you suck. You're great. You should realize it.
yeah,
Not you
so
suck.
I always
The
wanted
opposite.
to be like, I didn't realize that like what Catherine was saying, I had a lot of strengths that I didn't know were there. So like I didn't know it was good to be like my personality, but I realized, life sucks when you literally hate where you are. You hate all these things you cannot change.
Yeah.
So when you think about it, you just have to take what you have
Yes.
and then you have to go with it.
Yes.
You have to
Yeah.
say, okay, well, I was born missing part of an X chromosome. Okay. I was born loud. Okay. I was born very talkative. Okay. So I'm going to
Yeah.
find these
And there's
things.
certain people in this world who don't like talkative people. You don't have to surround yourself with those
Yeah.
people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what I was doing. I
Yes.
wanted to belong and fit, and I was looking to everyone else. But I realized I had to figure out what worked for me and who I was. And I just actually came into this like last year at
Yeah.
the ripe old age of 22.
What's
But-
that quote? A something who tries his whole life to be a something else. is
Oh,
gonna
a
think he's
fish
failure.
who tries its whole life trying to ride a bike or whatever.
No,
is gonna think he's an
don't
idiot.
judge.
Yeah, what is that?
Don't judge the intelligence of a
If
fish.
you judge the intelligence of a fish trying to
on its
like
ability to climb a tree, it will live
leave
its
his
whole
whole
life
life
thinking it's
Think it's a
stupid.
failure. No, it's a
Failure
great
song.
quote. No,
You get
it doesn't
the
matter.
point.
The point is,
Okay,
if you try your whole life to be
Wait.
something you never will be, you're gonna hate yourself your whole life.
Okay, I want to add a last thing. A big thing for me that was helpful in my life's insecurities was telling people, because then I could say like, oh, I feel like everyone hates me and everyone thinks I'm boring, no one likes me. And then people be like,
Yes.
that's not even
Yes.
true. Because if you just think all these things in your mind all day and all you do is look for evidence to confirm that it's true, then you're just going to keep thinking it's true. But when you say it to people that are nice and actually know you, then they'll like tell you that it's not true. And that was like a big thing for me. So
Yeah,
Good.
Amen.
it's good.
Love it.
If you're watching this, you are awesome. You don't have to change. You're great, okay? Just be
Yes.
yourself.
Very
You're good.
great.
Deep.
Wow. So we're gonna go to Lauren's take now.
Hey.
Woo! This is the part part where we get to hear Lauren's opinions
The most
on
important take.
some questions about stuff.
All right. The first one's a little more straightforward.
Okay.
Would you ever cut your hair like Lisa?
No.
Okay. Do you think confessions make a relationship stronger?
I don't know what that means.
It's like opening up.
Vulnerability, opening up.
Oh, yes. I think they can, or, well,
Trick you.
because, okay. Sometimes if you confess too much, then people kind of freak out. They're like, bye. But if it's like a good time to confess something, and you guys are like close, then yeah, they do.
Appropriate.
Okay. What artist inspires you?
Lana Del Rey. Thank you, Lisa. She inspires me a lot.
Okay. Why are you such a legend?
I don't know. I didn't really try.
I'm gonna ask you this
Just
one
happened.
that we asked you last time because you said you couldn't say it on the spot, but now you've had like a few days to think about it, which was
She's like, what?
or actually, yeah. Okay, it was if you could say one thing for the whole world to hear, what would it be?
I didn't think about that.
Oh no.
Well, okay, I would probably say. Okay, I don't know exactly what I'd say, but if like the subject of it would be something that has to do with God, I think, because if everyone's listening, then I have to say something about that.
What would you say
so
about
that people
God?
can hear it? I don't know.
He's
I have
cool.
to think about it. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, last
The
one.
last question is, what do you do if you see your crush every single day at school, but the most probable thing, I think they made a different word, is that he has a girlfriend?
Oh, so you see him every day, but he has a girlfriend.
Oh, that
He
sucks
probably
for you.
does.
Here's what you have to
Probably has a
do.
girlfriend.
No, he has a
But
girlfriend.
you said the most probable thing is that he.
So she doesn't know. It's not
Problematic.
confirmed.
Problematic.
They said problematic.
Wait,
you said
we don't know
probable.
that.
No, they said probable. I don't know.
Okay,
Okay, I'm
whatever
just
you
gonna
think.
go with you have a crush on someone, but he has a girlfriend. Okay, this is what you have to do. You have to wake up from this dream that you're living in. No offense, because he is with someone else. He's not with you. He's not thinking about you. He's probably not talking to you. And if he is, then he shouldn't be talking to you a lot if he has a girlfriend. So what you do is you ignore him. You don't speak to him because it's just going to make you like him more if you talk to him. So just let it go. Delete, block, report. Just let it die because he should be dead to you in this moment if you're in love with him and he is taken because it just sucks for you. Maybe later he'll break up with her, and then maybe something will happen. But for now, it's just depressing. So just don't make your life worse.
Wonderful.
He didn't
Wonderful
do anything
to hear.
to you. He just has a girlfriend. You're gonna report him. His account might get deleted
You are.
because he has a girlfriend.
Okay.
It's offensive.
It's great to hear Lauren's thoughts. Wonderful. Now we're gonna hear some sappy thoughts.
I need to get my
with
hazmat
Kat.
suit.
So hit it. Jump right in. Go.
both put
This
their
is
hands
the magic of gratitude. Bam.
All right. This story, this segment has a twofold approach. So the first fold is on the north corner.
It's like fat.
Okay.
Skin
No, I'm thinking
Sounds
of
like
what-
Miranda sings.
Did I ask for your commentary? No. Okay. So the first.
skin fold.
Okay.
Guys,
You're
stop.
ruining my gratitude.
Sorry, okay, keep
so
going.
this is titled The Magic of Gratitude. So I stumbled upon gratitude when I was around the age of probably 17 or 18. I had this little polka dot notebook and I challenged myself to fill it with gratitude. I didn't fill it, but I did get to like 648 or something like that. And I just wrote down a list of all the things I was grateful for, like random things that like apply to the universe and just things that were specific to my life. So that was my first dabble in gratitude. And then one day later, I read this awesome book, probably like when I was like 20 or 21, and it was called 1000 Gifts by Anne Voskamp. And it talks about how she was going through a hard time and she challenged herself to find like the gifts that she already had. Instead of focusing on all the things she wanted that she didn't have, she focused on the gifts she had already been given. So she challenged herself to write down 1,000 things she was grateful for. So then I came upon my list again years later. And I remember one day I was just making this list of all these things I was grateful for. I didn't really think too much about it. About 24 hours later, and this is weird because I feel like gratitude has like a delayed effect. I was just, going about my life, and I really think it started in the cornfields because I just love cornfields so much. They really make me happy. Yeah.
I love a good field.
And I was driving through these cornfields, and I just felt this rush of pure joy. And I really think that joy was directly correlated to that outpouring of gratitude. So there's just a direct correlation there. Also, what
happened 24 hours later?
I felt joy, all this
She
joy,
felt joy, that's
out of
it.
nowhere in the cornfield.
In the cornfield.
Where'd you go, Indiana?
Also, the second
You
part
found
of the
100 bucks or
cornfields,
something.
the second part of the cornfields, the second fold of this story is I was at a turning. Wait, not a turning.
A turnpike?
A fork in the road.
Tournament.
Thank you.
All right, let the woman speak.
I was at a fork in the road where I was really hoping to move from Los Angeles to Nashville, and my family was kind of like on the fence about it, and I was freaking out about it. Like, I want to go to Nashville. I hate LA. I need to get out of this hellhole. And I was driving through those same cornfields. And I suddenly, it might have been the gratitude had a lingering effect years later. But I just remember that I looked out into those cornfields and I had this sense of peace. And I was like, if I'm forced to live here, I will find a way to be happy. And I started to just focus on, I think I just thought of it again, what I was grateful for. And I felt peace. Like, I'm just going to find peace here, even though I hate it. And then Danny called me that morning. I was at breakfast with my friend by the cornfields. And she told me that we were moving to Nashville. My friend and I were in the parking lot. We started jumping up and down. I was crying. Oh my God. And yeah, that is, it all goes back to the magic of gratitude. It's like accepting what you have, finding the joy in it. So
Changing your mindset.
hopefully that uplifted you.
I have an
Wonderful.
off-the-record question. Just where were you? Where were the
You ain't on your
Camarillo. Camarillo.
Your mouth?
No, it's
is-
not for the podcast. It's just a question.
Yeah, Camarillo.
Oh, there's no corn.
Okay.
Yeah, there are. There's like fields.
Well, that was Sappy Thoughts with Kath. We loved hearing it, especially Lisa.
We love to.
We're going to do a little game. We're doing something different that we haven't done before.
I love a good game. Just kidding. I hate them.
There's a little game called Is This Impressive or Not?
Or not.
And what it's referring to is boys.
Men.
Oh.
Romantic relationships. So we're going to throw out some things and we're going to vote impressive or not.
And wait, here's why. Just quick, because I feel like, okay, did anyone not do this as a teen?
I do
Be
it
like,
all the time.
wow, he said I was pretty, as if you're the ugliest hag, and it's so shocking that he thinks you're pretty. Or like, he called me. Like, wow.
Yes.
He has a phone. Who does that? Like,
Basically, a guy
I feel
does...
like we were all a bit delusional, and guys would do normal things, and
we'd
we
be
would
like,
flip out about them and
wow.
not
So you
realize.
check yourself.
You basically let yourself get walked over. You're like, oh, it's okay that he didn't do this other thing because he did
He's
this
a
one
nice
nice thing.
Yeah.
So I will put up with every bad thing because he did this
Yes,
thing.
we want
So
you guys
this
to
is-
take away from this game that there are certain things that every normal, functioning, respectful human being should do. Like there's
Like
just, it's just-
baseline. Like,
like
this is
that's
how it
it,
should
you
be.
know?
Let's go. Ready?
All right.
Here we go. I got one. Okay. Calling you when he says he's gonna call you.
Not impressive. Appreciated, but not
Appreciated,
impressive.
but not
Exactly.
impressive.
basic.
All the good things, you appreciate them, but you should not be like, oh my.
All right, I have one.
Be
I have
grateful,
one.
but don't be shook.
Being nice and cute and playing with their little siblings.
Oh, that's impressive.
I think it's impressive.
Okay,
A lot of
okay.
people,
your little
a lot of people
sibling.
are rude to them, and I'm like, wow, you're not being
I
like
think
that.
that's impressive.
All right, all right.
I think
Not
it's
a bag.
impressive.
Depends on the person.
I don't think
I
it's
do.
impressive.
It's
Okay,
Okay,
but wait.
we're
that
in disagreement on
okay.
that.
I think that's kind of
I was
impressive.
gonna say, what about boys who blatantly post pictures with babies, and you can tell that they don't even care about the baby. They're just trying to look cute.
Not impressive.
How does
impressive.
that mean they don't care about the baby? Because I just saw a picture of this boy, and he was like. He was like low key smoldering, and this baby was just kind of off the side, and the baby was kind of like,
Okay, using the baby as a prop is horrible.
Not
Okay,
Not impressive.
not present. in the
Okay,
bosom.
okay, I got one.
Like, don't do that.
Telling you, just any kind of compliment.
No.
Not
You have
impressive.
really pretty hair.
It depends on the
Okay,
compliment.
okay,
That's
hold on.
impressive. That's
No.
good.
No.
Okay, listen.
Give
This
me
is
another
this is my stance. Any sort of compliment on you at all, you should already be telling yourself. And if he tells you something you haven't thought of, you should just add it into your book and be like, "Yes, I am great." Okay, not in a conceited way, but just don't be shocked when people say nice things about you. You shouldn't be like,
Okay,
I
okay.
think it depends on the
I
compliment.
think if someone tells you you're like interesting or like pretty. No, interesting is actually kind of impressive. I think if someone tells you you're like pretty or like fun,
Nice.
or like
Okay,
nice,
things that aren't
or
that
like
personal.
cute.
Anything.
Being called cute is not impressive.
Okay, I
that's
got
easy.
one. How about noticing something about you that other people didn't notice?
Okay,
I think that's
yes!
I think that's
Okay,
impressive.
That
I
is
think
good.
listen, I think this falls under impressive because they're actually taking the time to get to know you. Okay.
Yeah.
I have
It's becoming
one.
less general.
Courtesy of Lauren.
What?
Someone, a man who can handle their emotions.
What? Can you be more specific?
What?
Just in
If
general.
a man can handle his emotions,
I would
What
say
does
that's
that
impressive.
mean?
I think that's impressive.
That's extremely impressive. Do you know one man who can handle their emotions
In this
very
day,
well?
what does that
mean?
What does that mean? Like express them?
Like they
Like,
don't
yes.
have a panic attack because
Every
you
time they
did
feel
one
something.
thing.
What about
Yeah,
handling
that's
your
impressive.
emotions?
That's
All right, I have one.
We gotta do one that's actually impressive.
I have one.
That
Okay.
was impressive.
Oh,
Handling your
okay,
emotions
okay.
is.
Listen.
Okay.
No, this one that's okay. I don't know how to word this, but like, actually, okay. This is like a complex one, but like, there's like a few things. One would be like asking if you have any physical boundaries. Two would be questioning whether they can. How do I word this? Like, I'm trying to say like this is like when like if someone like. I don't know how to explain this. Like, I'm talking about, like, touching. Like, if someone, like, touched you, and they're like, oh, is this okay? Like, how do you word that? in, like, a way?
asking permission before they put a finger on you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, that.
That is
It
that.
shouldn't. It should not be
I think
impressive.
that is
but
not
in this
impressive.
day and age,
It is.
in this day and age,
Okay,
you are
in
impressed.
this day and age
it should
it is,
not
but it should
be
not be.
impressive.
Yeah.
But
Not at all.
you should never lay a finger on it. Can I touch you right now?
No.
See, not gonna touch her.
Amen. Do not
Yeah.
just try to slide into their DMs.
Valuing
DM
someone.
them. Hey, can I DM you?
Listen.
Too late. You already did.
Guys, valuing someone's physical boundaries and asking first and all this kind of thing.
Baseline.
Not impressive, but everyone should do that.
Yeah.
I think it's impressive because most
Okay,
people
but
don't.
it
but
shouldn't
it
be.
shouldn't
It
be
should not
like
be.
Okay,
this
I got
crazy
one.
thing.
Okay, I got one. So I know, opening doors, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But what about opening the car door?
Oh,
Because no one
I
does
think
that. And
it's
I think
impressive.
It's really
I think
It should be, but it is.
have never liked a guy that didn't open the car door.
Oh.
Yeah. Every
If Lisa's
single.
saying that her guys do that,
Then,
no
yeah, it
offense,
makes me think differently.
Makes me think differently.
No, but I still think that's impressive.
No, a lot of guys
like
don't do
walk
that.
Boys
around
do
to
not do
my
that for
side
me.
and not
I
just
like
lean
it.
across.
I don't know. Troy Bolton
The
did
only
that.
boys who
He
have done
wasn't
that for me are boys that were
exactly-
raised in the South. That's the only
Okay,
time
guys, I got a hard one.
None of
I
the
got a
guys
hard
that
one.
probably
like
Okay,
boys.
okay. Giving you chocolate on Valentine's Day that his mom bought that he didn't.
I'm not
That's
impressed.
the reverse of impressive. There's not impressive, and then there's impressive, and then there's just
Disappointing.
downright dumb and
No, then
disappointing.
there's just really.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Come on, let's. Okay,
Oh, here's
can we
another
end on
one.
an impressive note? I want some more
Here's
examples.
one. Being cute.
Not
impressive. Everyone's impressed by that, but you did
Okay.
nothing to earn your good looks. No offense.
True.
Dressing well.
Not impressive.
But
Oh, I have one,
people think it's so
I have one.
impressive.
This is for the high schoolers. Playing sports of any kind.
Not
Okay,
impressive.
okay.
Oh, he's on the football team. He's the
if
cornerback.
you're really good at sports, it's like, oh, it's impressive that
It's
you're good
cool,
at sports, but it's not
but
like, wow,
it's not-
you're an amazing person.
Now I
Yes,
need to date him.
exactly. It's
Oh.
not like I should date him because he's the quarterback.
This is
Yeah.
another one for a high schooler. Having a license.
Oh
He
my
has his
God. Having a
license.
car to drive.
He has a car.
Not impressive.
Okay, here's one, and this is kind of obvious, but I feel like this is more for our readers' sake. Treating the women in his life respectfully, his mother and sisters.
That's
Not impressive.
Wait, but very appreciated.
Well, yeah,
appreciated.
Just
Guys,
like that's
just
like
because it's
big
not
points.
impressive doesn't mean it's not
Yeah,
appreciated.
but I just feel like we have to
I've always heard people
Okay.
say that how a man treats his mother or sisters, both, is how he will eventually treat you. So be careful. If a boy is always like talking back to his mom or like
Being
just
mean.
being rude to her, like he's probably gonna do that to you after he's done
Yeah.
charming you and
So
You
just
know.
a quick disclaimer to end this. There are certain things that are appreciated, as Lisa said, like, opening the door and like
Yeah.
buying you things or whatever. I don't know. Anything like that.
These
There
are
certain
all good
Very
things.
good things. They're just not like, oh, if this guy does this, he must be a stand-up
shouldn't be,
perfect
like, make or
boyfriend
break.
who I
The
should
point
marry.
is that at this point, people become impressed by things that, like,
Anything.
he texted me back. When in the old days, you had to freaking walk to their freaking house, they didn't even have cars.
Yeah.
Walk to the house, open the door to their dad, and try to talk to them. Okay,
Yes.
so it's like he moved his his thumbs for me instead of just reading it with his eyeballs and then ignoring me.
So it's like you shouldn't. Obviously, you can feel whatever you want, but it's just you'll feel better about yourself, and you will have better times in life with men if you respect
Raise
yourself
your-
more and raise your standards.
Raise the
It's about
standards.
raising your standards.
Yes. Awesome. All right. Question of the day with Kath.
Ooh.
All right, guys. This one might be a little embarrassing for us.
Oh, jeez.
What was the most delusional you were in your life?
Okay, I'd say this one thing went on for 6 months with this boy, and we never even hung out one-on-one. So how delusional could I be to hold on for 6 months when he never asked me to hang out?
Oh, I know one.
Crazy.
My ex-boyfriend, I thought I was going to marry him.
I told you.
Because he was my first boyfriend, so I was like, I'm gonna marry you. He said, I love
Christina,
you.
I'm laying sick on the couch. Christina comes up, hey, beep, is on the phone, and he wants to know if, what is it, like he has your blessing.
approval.
He wants your approval before he
knew.
he can be in a relationship with me. Do you approve? No. And
I'm
then
like,
she's like,
she was kidding. But in
and
my
I was like,
mind,
no, I wasn't. Like,
then I'm like, she wasn't kidding.
Lisa, you got her back.
I don't even remember
She
saying
had my
that. but I
back.
was-
All right, anyone
I
else?
just had to be honest.
Definitely when I would like boys for multiple years who never, ever liked me.
Yes.
I like this one guy who was just like barely functioning and like didn't own a car.
He
and,
was in a
like,
catatonic state.
He was. I'm not gonna like describe all of his awful behaviors, not to me, just to himself. But like, he was a wreck, and I was like, I don't know why I was so obsessed with him.
Kinda
it was
looks like
Dece-
Justin Bieber.
Yeah, well, he
though,
looked
I
like Justin
mean.
Bieber. He was.
Oh, I
it
wonder
was
why you're obsessed.
Not
That's so weird.
impressive.
Not impressive. It was December to January. It was just like 2 months, but like. The things that I felt for this guy and like the lengths that I would go to just to like try to see him around. I was like 20 and I was like, what am I doing? Like I felt like I was out of my mind and like not on this earth for 2 months straight. So good times. It was fun, but
Anyone
it was,
else?
I think for me, it had to be that time which I actually talked about this on Instagram, that I liked this guy for 5 years. And I was totally in the friend zone. And it wasn't like I was like obsessively plotting to win his heart. But it's just like every time I ran into him around town, I was like, oh yeah, he's so beautiful. He looks like Thor.
Oh yeah, he
And it was just like, oh, maybe he'll change his mind because he kind of like seems like he likes me, but he doesn't. And
He's never gonna change his mind.
So I was like, and he was just always like, every other time I saw him, it was either like, oh yeah, we're such good friends, or he was like, hey, like just like really like standoffish, or like wouldn't be like bye, and like wouldn't even give me a hug. It was just like really awkward. So I don't know
I'd
why I
say
did that.
when I wrote Galaxy, probably actually there's definitely been worse times, but one of the times I can think of is when I
every
wrote
time
Galaxy.
you're like, there's no one better. I'm like, there's everyone better.
Okay. So, Dan, speaking of you,
Hey,
why don't we hear some notes to self?
yes. So I have only a few left. My chair just did this. Wait, it didn't work.
That was my
It didn't work. Oh, it was your chair?
Oh.
Never mind. It made a noise. A squeak. Anyway, I have a couple ones. I just picked it and then I lost it. Frick. Oh, okay. So have I said don't attract boys who have fans yet?
No.
I didn't say that?
Yeah,
Okay.
I thought you did.
No,
Did I say it?
no, you did not. No.
I thought you did.
yeah.
He thinks I
yeah,
did.
okay.
Okay, so I'm not going to say that one.
I remember
All right,
it.
so this one is controversial. I'm going to say.
no.
Can you stop talking? while
I'm
talking?
scared.
I have a controversial one. So, first of
diplomat.
all, this is my opinion. So if you don't like it, you can ignore it and not do it.
So, the opinions on this show are not
Are not
a reflection of anyone but Danny.
Yeah, well,
Wait,
this isn't
the
a big
opinions
deal.
of Danny.
This isn't a big deal. It's
You're
just
really hyping it.
I
I'm scared.
said, well, because people don't like this nowadays. It's just against like gender roles or whatever. So, or no, it's the reverse. It's pro gender roles.
for gender
it's pro
roles.
gender roles. Okay. So it says never text a boy first. And now,
Oh,
let me
big
just
whoop.
say, it doesn't. Well, people get offended by this, but not
If
that I
you
care.
get offended by this, you need to chill.
You need to chill. I'm not saying never in your entire life should you ever, like, if you're dating someone, obviously you can text them first. But I'm saying, like, if you just met a guy, if you are starting to like a guy, if you don't know if he likes you back, if you're friends with a boy and you have intentions of being more than friends, don't text him first. I've done this many times. I've been the chaser. I have been the proactive one or whatever. Never works, never ends well, never has, never will. So, yeah, some people disagree. A lot of people disagree.
So
Because
text them all you
But it's my
want.
notes to self.
Yeah.
You can spam a guy if you want. Just tell me how it works.
Okay, this
out.
is your watching. They're
notes to
like,
self.
Yes.
text him right now.
All right, so
exactly.
that's it.
So don't do
Tell
that.
us your next one.
And then hold on, guys.
Hey, like her ice cream. I can eat ice cream in the dark in the car. It doesn't apply to
did.
me.
And
did you
then
regret it?
But I ain't gonna text.
this is one of those
Well,
ones.
go for it.
I think you already do.
Guys,
No, I didn't do that.
guys,
I waited.
This
I
is one of
applied hers.
guys. I'm literally talking. This is one of those ones that is brand specific. So sorry, Wetzel's Pretzels, but I said don't get strawberry lemonade from Wetzel's Pretzels.
Why?
I don't know why. I honestly don't know why I put that. Every time I've had it, I just didn't really like it that
I
much.
just feel like you're gonna die.
Because I feel like
It's so sugary.
yeah, I think it's because they make regular lemonade and they just put like strawberry stuff in it, which I think a lot of strawberry lemonade is like that. But I don't know specifically. It was just
Wait,
like
what else would you do?
just don't get strawberry lemonade from there. Like if you're gonna
No,
get
but like
something
if
there,
you're
get
making
like a pretzel.
strawberry lemonade, wouldn't it be lemonade
Okay,
with
just let her
strawberry?
have her moment,
I don't
okay?
care. I don't care. I'm just saying.
She doesn't have a reason, but she
Wetzel's
has
Pretzels
a thing.
has
She has
a strawberry
experience.
lemonade that I don't like, so
Okay.
I wouldn't get
Don't
that
get it.
if I were you.
Well,
thanks,
thanks for the
Danny.
notes.
So yeah, very
we learned,
related, very specific.
We learned many things from Danny
Themed today.
These are just two of those many things, so thanks for sharing. All right, we're getting close to the end. So we're on to Get Real with Christina.
Oh, here we
I'm
go.
Christina. I'm your host of this segment.
I'm real.
And in the and I'm real. In the theme of this today's episode, that's the word, which is like delusion. Then I wanted to say wake up from your delusions. So we were kind of talking about
America.
we were talking about relationships. That's what the song is about. And because you guys, you lovely, lovely, sweet people, send me a lot of messages with a lot of delusions in them. So I just want to help you wake up, okay? I've been delusional too, okay?
We all have.
We all have sisters.
There's kind of two categories of delusion I'm seeing. One is you don't even know someone and you are obsessed with them, but you don't know them. So you're like, there's this guy that I really like and I see him all the time, but when do I tell him I like him? You don't talk to him, but you want to tell him that you like him.
Don't tell a boy you like him. Anyway.
Okay, you don't even know him, so you don't even like him. You can't like someone if you don't know them. So stop skipping the knowing part and jumping to the telling him that you like him. You need to cut that. Cross
Wait,
it
a
off.
huge way that I combat this is I think of someone I know where they're like absolutely horrible, right? Where you know someone, you're like, this person is like psycho and awful, and you just think of the person you don't know, and you're like, they could be that too. You don't know them.
Okay?
terrifying.
And think of if someone didn't know you and you never spoke to them and they came up to you and said, I like you. And you were like,
scary.
when did you talk
You're
to
like,
me?
what's your name?
You're like, what? Do you know anything about me? No, they don't. So if you don't know anything about someone, stop living in this world and fantasizing about them all the time. I mean, you can do this, but it's not going to end well for you because you're just thinking about something that's not even real. You're wasting all of your time. You could do so many other things. If you want to think about stuff, why don't you make a plan to talk to them and then do it tomorrow?
Or you
Like,
can make
actually,
some goals.
Okay,
in your
and
life.
maybe they're weird. You don't even know. So I want you to wake up from that. The other one is if you actually are talking to someone and they're treating you like a pile of trash. Stop telling yourself they're great if they're stuffing you in the trash can and stomping on you. It's not great. But you might think it's great because maybe in your family, maybe that's how your family treats you. So you're like, oh, this is normal. Think about it for a sec. Just let it sink in. It's not good to be treated like that. You don't deserve that. So stop building up this person who's treating you so badly. It's not good. And stop telling yourself, if you like this guy and you know he's talking to other girls or you know something bad is going on there, you just know it. Stop telling yourself, nothing's going on. Ha, 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 I'm fine. You know in your gut, you can feel it. You know something's going on. Wake up. Be honest with yourself. Move along. Pack your bags. Get out. Well, your mental bags. Try not really packing your bags. Pack your mental bags and move.
Packing your mental bags. That really brings an image.
Yeah, pack those little mental bags and move on.
Wow.
That has been my public service announcement. Get real with yourself.
I appreciate
I
that.
really enjoyed that.
So let's do a little challenge here in the spirit of challenges.
All right. So, we're cultivating that attitude of gratitude now in this episode.
are we?
We go from delusion to reality. Yes. So, our challenge to you is to take your life. Wait, no, that's not right. Okay. Our challenge to you is to make a list of 10 things that you are grateful for. Bonus points if you take a picture of the list and tweet it to us with the hashtag
Cimorelli podcast.
They can't even hear that.
Cimorelli podcast.
Yeah, that hashtag.
was weird.
And yeah, we're
Really
excited
quick.
to see what you are grateful for. Bonus points if you do something really interesting.
If you think it's hard to come up with 10 things you're grateful for, chicken, my sister's, socks, restaurants,
Your legs.
God, my legs,
Your toenails.
air,
Water.
toenails,
Your eyes.
food, water. That's 10 things. That was like 3 seconds.
I read somewhere once that everyone should include in their list a roof over my head, sheets in my
If
bed,
you have them.
because that's pretty good thing to be grateful for.
Feet under my legs.
Hey,
I think that's good. Shoes in my feet.
Wait, that is
Feet in my
good.
shoes.
Also, it can be really like funny things, like men with like scruff or something,
yeah, I can't.
or like I don't know,
Why is that
toenail clippers. Those are great.
Oh yeah.
funny? Would be like
Chicken wings,
Okay, anyway,
cows,
thank you.
fish.
Thank you for listening. Please send us that list. I would love to read what you're grateful for. It would brighten my day.
too.
Thank you guys. Thanks for listening. Go listen to Galaxy if you want to, catch a vibe. Just kidding.
Catch a
I
feeling.
didn't say that. Go listen to Galaxy and
Actually, listen to Galaxy, but don't believe it.
no. Okay.
Look, if you're not trying to be delusional, don't listen to Galaxy.
Okay, think about your pet
serious.
or something like that. No.
Think about yourself.
Okay, think about yourself.
Or you can actually think about the real galaxy, and then it would be real.
Okay, think about space. Oh, we have a dying woman again. I'm sorry. Go listen to Galaxy, tweet us, hashtag
we
Cimorelli
forgot
Podcast.
Lisa's inspirational ending.
And Lisa,
Did
Take
she
it
really
away.
forget it?
bring it home.
I was waiting. I had faith.
Inspire us.
She did forget it.
It's cut off of the list. I didn't forget because I just said it. Shh.
No, you did.
I've never forgotten anything in my life.
I'm actually gonna be real for 10 seconds, guys. When you this is real. Okay. If you want to go up in life, right? Everyone's like, I just want to be happy. I don't want to be sad anymore. Blah blah. Or I don't know.
Okay.
You want to go up. You need to go down. Okay. You need to. Say sometimes in order to get into the light, you need to go through the darkness. Okay. It's just like I was. Last night, I realized for the last year and a half, I've been just fine. And I've been fine. I haven't had any really dark times. And last night, I finally was I was relieved at how dark I was feeling. As I was like, wow, I'm onto something here. I'm in touch right now. After I get through everything that I'm feeling right now, I'm actually going to be happy. I'm not just going to be fine. So I just want to encourage you with an actually inspirational ending for once, not about socks, to monitor yourself and your reactions. Are you getting upset about stupid things or weird things? Are you freaking out about little things that aren't that big of a deal? Because if you are, there's probably something much bigger going on, and you need to figure out what that is, and you need to stop avoiding it and just dive into the depths. Once you go down, then you're able to come up. Okay? So, that's my ending. Thank you.
I love that.
Some inspiration.
Thanks for listening.
once.
We love our readers.
Thank you. Let's
We
just
love
leave
our
it.
readers.
Let's leave it on that high note.
Yeah, that's it. Bye.
You've been listening to the Cimorelli podcast. Follow Cimorelli on Spotify and subscribe on YouTube. You can also find Cimorelli on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat.